Check off your distractions. So, I recently came across a very useful tip for productivity to keep me focused and to mitigate my distractions. And I'll tell you what my problem was. My problem was, I like to write my book every single day, and I am on my computer all day, and I need access to the internet because I use Google Docs, and I need to look up definitions every now and then and all that stuff. And with that, I open myself up to distraction, where I will have a thought in my mind, and I will type it in. I'll do a search, and then I'll go to Google Images, and I'll just kind of look at like what interesting things pop up, and I will just generate distraction after distraction for myself. Like, my mind will come up with so many ways to distract myself. Like, I need to send a message to this person. I need to do this. I need to do that. At first I thought, maybe tracking that time would be good, but what's even faster and more efficient that I came across, I came across this idea where in a notebook, every time you notice yourself getting distracted, you just do a little give yourself a little check mark, and then you continue, and then you go back to your task, right? So it's a little reminder. And maybe at first you'll have several check marks. Day one, it's like, fuck, look how many times I'm getting distracted. And then, day two, day three, you'll maybe have less than a handful of check marks. And I've noticed that I will give myself a check mark when I notice myself looking for a dopamine release outside of the task at hand. In this case, it's the book. And, anytime, even if it's like just checking something, like checking an email, right? I'm still looking for a piece of dopamine, a piece of stimulation outside of my assigned task, which is writing my book, right? Even if it's replying to someone, right? And so consider this, right? It's helped me quite a bit, where now I've been so productive that I've actually broke a record this morning with how fast I could get 10, 25-minute, so 250 minutes done on my book. Now, that's a goal I like to set for myself on a daily basis right now. And I managed to do that in record time this morning. And I think a large thing that has contributed to that success has been this technique right here. I will track what I do throughout my day. Like, I started my book here, I got up here, I worked out at this time, that kind of thing. But just having a little extra section, on that same notebook, right, that I use to track everything else, I check off every time I notice myself getting distracted. And so, try this one on, right? If you don't already track your activities like this, where you're trying to follow a routine, pick that up as well. And then in that section, give yourself a check mark every time you notice yourself being distracted. And this just creates a massive awareness around my own distractions. I will actually notice that there will be things I want to check. Like, for example, what happened today was, like, small things that are just stupid that I could just let go of, which is like, I wanted to check the view count on Mr. Beast's video, on his latest video. I just wanted to check that. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna even write that shit down. I'm just gonna let that thought disappear. If it's really important, it'll come back to me. It'll be trivial stuff, simple trivial stuff like this, but it's death by 1,000 cuts when it comes to your productivity, right? It's one thing after another, one thing after another, right? That's what's going to defeat you. It's like you're a Dark Souls boss, and each distraction is like one hit, you know, from a player, right? It's not you're not gonna get one shot. You're gonna you're gonna take several hits before you finally give in and destroy your day, destroy your productivity. So, try this technique on. Uh, I think you will find it to be extremely powerful. And then combine this with the Pomodoro technique. So I do the Pomodoro technique, but sometimes you can give yourself that leeway. So this is just an additional layer of intention that you can implement into your routines just to keep you that much more focused. So try that. Pomodoros, track what you do, and the check mark. With that, I would like to thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one.